Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
We all seen that versus, man. That was a gangster party. They was turned up, having fun. They put on for the city of Compton, for the city of Bompton. It was a celebration up there, nothing but a gangster party. But YG almost did make it. That morning, he got arrested. Well, he got pulled in for questioning, I should say, and was let go just in enough time to make it to the verses. Now, the reason why he was detained was because of the Drakeo the Ruler situation.
A man is reported dead after being stabbed at a concert in Exposition Park last night. TMZ is reporting the victim was rapper Drakeo the Ruler.
Drakeo the Ruler is a LA-based rapper who got unalived a couple of years ago, and somehow YG's name keep getting brought up and, brought up in this situation. I wasn't there, don't know what happened. I hope nothing happened. I hope nothing transpired between YG, man. It would be a sad situation for him to go down for this. But the internet been buzzing about this situation, man. Internet, the internet is the ones who coming up with the intel and the detail and know everything that happened. Well, Drakeo the Ruler, bodyguard, security, whoever he was, made a statement and said he seen YG. Matter of fact, it ain't what I'm about to say. Let's go over here and see what they got to say about this situation. Let's go.
Hey, gang. Hey, I almost ain't make it to the. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. I almost ain't make it, but I'm in this. I woke up. TMZ said, I said, oh, blood. No. Chin up, chest up. What's that? I get blood immediately. Blood said, hey, Jimmy.
Try to get my Gotta be quicker than that.
Come on, hey.
Y'all remember this from yesterday? All right, the biggest question is why now? What you talking about? We just heard of a deposition that was done last year, so I'm trying to understand what the hell going on. Drakeo security guard says YG brandished knife during fatal backstage brawl. During a court deposition, a former security guard for LA rapper Drakeo the Ruler says he saw a masked YG and two others in his entourage brandish short blades moments before Drakeo was stabbed at Once Upon a Time in LA festival in 2021. YG has repeatedly denied involvement in Drakeo's death, saying he learned about a killing after arriving at the festival. Law enforcement searched Bbing property this week and briefly detained YG as they continue to investigate the murder. A former security guard for Drakeo the Ruler testified under oath that he saw rapper YG produce a knife and slash it toward him during a 2021 backstage fight in which Drakeo was fatally stabbed, according to recently obtained deposition excerpts. Alec Cooper III, who was part of Drakeo's security detail at Once Upon a Time in LA festival, said YG was front and center during the December 18, 2021 brawl and was one of three men he saw carrying what appeared to be short improvised knives. He said YG, whose real name is Keon Jackson, was wearing a ski mask, but he recognized the rapper's hazel eyes as he tried to protect Drakeo, whose legal name is Daryl Caldwell Jr.
All right, let's stop there. So this security said he had on a ski mask, but I seen his hazel eyes. That's how I knew it was him. All right. You gonna need more intel than that. That ain't gonna cut it. I seen his hazel eyes. Now you would think at this event it'd be cameras everywhere. We are having a problem with these cameras. I'm starting to think none of these cameras work. They only work when they really want to get you when you do something to one of them. You do something to one of them, oh, the cameras work. But when it's one of us, them cameras don't work, evidently. And in YG case, luckily for him, that these cameras don't work. So for them people to be on this coattail like that, raiding this spot, coming to asking questions, they want to know what happened. This security said, man, I seen everybody. Well, I seen a few people with blades out. That's he say, she say. That's his story. That's what, it's still got to be proof. You can't just say, oh, I seen somebody do something with no proof. So he still got to provide proof. But his name is being involved in this situation, man. This might be the time to lawyer up if he have not already.
Or Darrell Caldwell Jr. Representatives for YG did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The excerpts come from Cooper's March 2025 deposition, which surfaced last month in a court filing by attorneys representing Drakeo's family in a civil lawsuit against festival organizers and security contractors. It adds more context to the fight after law enforcement investigating the killing searched the Burbank property and detained YG. In the process on Thursday, the California Highway Patrol, with help from Burbank Police Department SWAT team, briefly detained YG while fellow officers searched the property. He was released after the search and was not arrested. YG has repeatedly denied involvement in Drakeo's death. On his June 2026 song, We Know the Truth, he rejected allegations connecting him to the killing and said he learned after arriving to perform at the festival that someone had been stabbed.
Let's stop there. Now, we seen the CHP officer go to No Jumper. They was looking for Munchie B to ask him questions. And then they also wanted to ask Adam 22 questions. I did a reaction on that video. I said it's cap. I didn't believe it. I said it was cap. There's no way why is the CHP going to No Jumper to ask Munchie B and Adam 22 questions? That's what I thought, right? And then I got a phone call. Later that day from Flacco, Poetic Flacco. And he said, no, that's not cap. It's not cap. They are going to make an arrest real soon. And then he showed me some other proof where he got a text message. And I was still thinking like, man, ain't nothing about to happen. How the heck? I didn't believe it. I still didn't believe it. And then when I seen YG getting arrested, I said, wait a minute, how in the hell did he know all of this? So this got to be true. So I don't know, man. It's some crazy shit. It's some crazy stuff going on out here, man. It's crazy. But I was wondering when he was like, no, that's real, man. It's not cap. It's for real. Man.
HP spokesperson said the agency cannot comment as this is an ongoing and open investigation. When asked if YG is a suspect or person of interest in the case, no one has been arrested in the ongoing murder case. NBC Los Angeles reported that the warrant was served as part of the continuing homicide investigation. CHP told NBC that YG was present when officers arrived and was released when the search was completed. Drakeo's son and other relatives, along with Cooper, sued Live Nation, C3 Presents, Bobby D Presents, and several security contractors in February 2022, alleging the companies involved in staging and securing the festival failed to protect Drakeo from a foreseeable attack. YG is not a defendant in the lawsuit, front and center. Cooper testified that Drakeo's group was confronted by at least 20 to 25 people backstage. When asked whether he recognized anyone in the opposing group, Cooper named only YG. He was directly involved in the fight? An attorney for Drakeo's family asked, yeah.
All right, so this security guard, Drakeo only identified YG, right? Sounds kind of, to me, it sounds like it's about to be a money grab. That's what it seemed like more than anything to me. It seemed like this security guard might be, I don't know, man, just my thoughts. I'm not saying this has actually happened. I'm just saying what I think. You know, you could get tipped off and get paid. You get paid, hey, man, we need you to say this or say that. Because why is he only identifying one person? That you mean to tell me that's the only person you knew, yet you know? It sounds like this is straight targeting YG. It seems like they don't want nobody else but him.
Cooper answered, front and center. Cooper said the attackers divided into groups and surrounded Drakeo's party near the artist's entrance. Some wore red clothing, ski masks, or hoodies, and Cooper said festival security personnel failed to intervene and instead closed two gates that could have provided an escape route. God damn. They actually closed the gates and trapped us in where we couldn't leave, Cooper testified, according to his accounts. One exit was blocked by security personnel while attackers swarmed the other side of the backstage area. Cooper said he initially struck one of the approaching men and momentarily lost his footing. He then found himself fighting YG and a man he described as YG's bodyguard, with Drakeo positioned a foot or two behind him and to his right. And then YG produced a knife from his left hand, Cooper testified, describing the weapon as appearing to emerge from Jackson's sleeve. And when I saw that, I just backed up.
Wait a minute. Hold up, man. So this report was supposedly been made last year. Why it took so long for them to come detain him for questioning right now? So you mean to tell me it take a year? Unless they, I don't know, man. This don't sound right. This don't sound right at all. At least to me. What do y'all think? Do it sound right to y'all? Do this make sense to y'all? Because you would think if somebody was unalive and they gave this type of information to the police, they would be on you immediately. Unless they want to get you dead bang. Sit back, wait, see who gonna talk. And then YG makes this song. I don't know what made him made this song, man. And right after that song, all this stuff right here pops up now.
As the confrontation continued, Cooper said the attackers moved toward Drakeo and swarmed him. Police arrived almost simultaneously, according to Cooper, and began breaking up the fight. 3 men with knives. Cooper described the weapon he attributed to YG as a silver blade approximately 3 to 4 inches long. He said he did not see a handle and compared its appearance to an improvised provision chain. He was slashing at me with it, like getting me to back up, Cooper testified. He said he was not stabbed. Cooper said he saw 2 other men standing near YG with similar weapons. He described one man as being immediately beside YG and another as positioned behind and between them. Cooper said he concluded the men were armed after observing movements that differed from ordinary punching. Once I saw the stabbing, jabbing motion, Cooper testified, he tried to move away from those individuals. Cooper described one of the men as a bald black man, approximately 5'9" or 5'10" tall, with light brown or hazel eyes and a blue patterned crew neck shirt. He described the third as a similarly sized black man with dreadlocks, but said he could not remember the man's clothing. Cooper estimated YG is approximately 6'1" or 6'2" tall, which I'm going to be honest, yeah, that's about right. Identifying YG behind the mask. Cooper acknowledged that the person he identified as YG was wearing a black, I don't know how to say this, balaclava. That's for rich people. I don't know shit about none of that. That exposed only the area around his eyes. He said the man also wore a black bomber-style jacket, black pants with red stripes, and shiny black shoes. Some stupid-ass hard bottles, huh? Asked how he could make the identification with much of the man's face covered, Cooper said he had met YG a lot and recognized his eyes, body, type, height, walk, and demeanor. Cooper also testified that members of the attacking group taunted Drakeo during the confrontation. He recalled hearing statements including, "Is that Drakeo? Is that who I think it is? What you want to do?" And now we finally got him. Cooper also reported hearing blood gang expressions, including "Sue Whoop" and "Sup, blood," and seeing individuals beating their chests earlier in the deposition. Cooper said he had previously intervened when the 2 rappers encountered each other outside a recording studio. According to
All right, so Cooper, this security guard, seems to have full intel, detail, seem like he's seen everything that happened according to what we reading right now. And like I say, all of a sudden the arrest come right now. Like, what is going on, man? Why it took so long? Why right now? That's what everybody want to know. Why right now? And then they let him go. They let him go. That's giving them more. They just let YG know that we own you. We own you. And then he go to this versus, you know, they watching everybody. That I got a phone call. I got a phone call from somebody from their side of town, from the red team, from the B team. And they told me, they was like, man, them dudes tripping. They said the feds is watching all of that. They seeing who there, watching everybody. They probably in the crowd. I'm like, man, yeah, you got to be a fool to show up to a lot of this shit, man. It's like this, man. What it's a lot of gang banging going on. We seeing all these Ricos going on. The Olympics is coming up, and dudes is still putting themselves on Front Street with all this gang banging. Yeah, it look cool. It's all fun until they put you in them cuffs. And then they got all this to prove that, now you still active. Yes, you is. Look, you throwing it up right here.
Cooper, YG approached Drakeo and asked What's up with all that internet stuff? Cooper said he had to defuse the encounter. Cooper also cited Drakeo's 2021 song, Ingleweird, interviews and music released by artists associated with the two camps as evidence of an escalating dispute. He recalled a summer 2021 interview featuring YG and two other artists in which, according to Cooper, someone said, "We don't do that internet stuff. The homie's gonna get you." Cooper testified that the history led him to warn Drakeo before the festival that more security was needed. He believed there was a substantial chance the two artists or their entourages would encounter each other as Drakeo left the stage or festival grounds. All parties will be back in court for the first of two hearings beginning August 13th, covering motions to dismiss the case brought by Bobby D Presents and Live Nation. Now, I'm going to do this as fair as I can because let's just be honest. We still don't know. Just because you saying you seen somebody through a damn shiesty, that don't.
Right. That's what I said, man. I seen him through a shiesty. If you haven't seen him 100%, you seeing somebody through a shiesty because it looked like them, they the same height. I could tell by his brown eyes. That was him. That ain't gonna hold up in court. That ain't gonna work at all.
Don't really mean shit. You could say I've been around a person a bunch of times and all of this and everything, and it may make sense in that moment. And it may be believable. And he may believe that he saw YG. The only thing is, and the only problem is going to be this piece of technology right here. If he had it on him, or if this technology that's right here, if there's footage of Drakeo the Ruler being attacked and all this shit, and YG over there with them hard bottom stomping and shit and everything, he's going to be in the clear. And it's going to destroy that man's testimony because it just seems like you're placing blame.
That's what it seemed like to me. Because he's only targeting YG. It seemed like he's going specifically after YG as if he's getting, as if he got told to do this, or if a bag might be involved. This don't sound right, man. At least to me.
Just going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But now that we have this testimony, now that we have this deposition, will he be taking that and essentially going to the grand jury with it? Excuse me. And will he be going to the grand jury with it? Because that's all anybody give a damn about is what you going to say, is what you said. Is that going to be used in the courtroom? Because in the court of public opinion, that may work a little bit for people like me. I got to see a little more hard, concrete evidence. Now,
right. That's what we got to see. All right. So, man, YG was detained a couple of days ago, the day of the verses. We don't know what they asked him. He didn't come to the internet. He didn't said nothing about it. So we don't know what they talked about up in there. We don't know if this is going to be an ongoing investigation. We don't know if YG is going to be arrested. But if they had hard evidence, he probably would have been held. You know, they know what they're doing. You know, it might seem like it's a long time to us, but they just gathering up evidence and information, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'm about to get into some Nolan Wells content. Them dudes made a phone call for the rescue, and this is the full audio. They was all drunk. See, they only played parts of it that they had in the last clippings. Now they got the full recording. Y'all going to be surprised when y'all hear this. Subscribe to the channel. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. And don't forget to share the video. I'm gone.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.